Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Okay, right? Like,
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 9. Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season. Corral lost it. The ball is out.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two-hand.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Corral. This one swung out to Williams.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I've been coaching here, and it feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
From just shy of midfield, Lance flush to his right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, 49ers! What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Corral sets up play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Allen's first catch, good for a first down. Williams. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Williams again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd down, Levy. And some space here. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 28. 126 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lance going to keep it on the option. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down now, Levy at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Lance now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
On 2nd and 10, Corral, he's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
He finds his target, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 20-yard line. They start the second half here with Williams. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So,
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, 25 yards. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
on first down. Corral. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now an option play on second down.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Third down, Corral.
Past the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
It's crazy.
This is ball control.
In the game, we're starting to see the real.
Sustained
These
run,
niggas ain't on.
taking their time and making it work.
Only one now, man. I'm playing my Mad League game.
On second down, Randolph. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
You had made the one I had sent you.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Yeah.
And Lance now to throw. That's complete left side to Gray.
Yeah, shit, I'm gonna play one that's
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I mean, shit.
It's one thing to watch.
Oh, shit, he do gotta go to work.
Oh,
yeah, that's him and Lou Dan.
That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems
Cause,
getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackle.
Where's Zane at? Zane at work?
Led to big yardage after the fact.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Man, that nigga don't never be on this hoe. He on this hoe every 4 days, and then he'll be like, he'll get on this hoe for like 2 days straight, then he'll be right back up this hoe.
In this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like
Oh, for real?
starting to think about getting out of here?
So I ain't seen Zane in a little minute. Last time I seen Zane, we went to the football game at Cowboy Stadium. We went to high school game.
They hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er defense. Touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone.
Nigga falling to the dog is crazy.
And the decision
That's
to bring
crazy.
it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive on the ground.
I usually be playing 10s around this time of night, so I be seeing them niggas ain't on. But I ain't joining the other party. Last time I looked, it was 10 niggas in there. I'm good on that. I stay arguing with them lame ass niggas in there.
And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. The one I was talking to you earlier, like Josh cool in the bitch though. Like Josh cool. Nah, hell nah. But let Josh, he be joining though. Like he be joining that hoe though. Like he'll join every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But that's Josh. He from Dallas. He cool in the bitch though. He went to school with Lou and them. Like Josh, JD get Huncho cool. Go G, like his shit like G-E-A-U-X-G, like G cool in the bitch. Ro cool, Ro shit, Poseidon Luke, like them all Lou line brothers, them is LBs. Like them niggas cool, I ain't gonna lie, like them niggas cool, but then all them extra niggas, like all them other niggas though, like the Cash and all them, bro, I don't know them niggas, like them niggas like, I don't know, them niggas lame the bitch. I stay arguing with them niggas, like I kick them niggas out the party all the time. All them niggas do is add them niggas back. Shit, love that shit. I just was about to get into it with the Trey Mac nigga the other day. Like really, like I'm like nigga,
inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I'm like nigga, you better. I'm like nigga, you need to take the bass out your voice, nigga. You tripping, like nigga, chill out. I'm like, nigga don't even really know you like that. And it's crazy because they got their own party they be in, but they still join in that hoe. Like, kids.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Oh, yeah, no, that's for sure blitzes on this. I don't run them hoes, but it's them hoes for sure here. For sure here.
Here's Corral on first down. There's Tremble, the tight end.
You playing multiplayer?
They'll get it up just short of the 45.
I'll probably get on that. I'm probably going on that with you after this and upgrade. I need to upgrade some more guys.
The first down throw here for Corral. He sets to fire deep.
Yeah, literally around this time, bro, the niggas don't be on. I just be on. They be playing 10s. Like we play like with my player and shit. Niggas draft, and then like you play like them clips I was showing you earlier. Most of them hoes is like all in 10s, like we just all in that hoe. Like you come out there with your hash. Well, your shooting guard, they call it the hash now. So you just tell them you come out there with your hash and shit. Shit, they pick you up, and then we run games. Nigga, we bet money in that hoe. Like nigga, it be like 2K league niggas in the party and shit, right? Niggas been out betting $50 on the game. $50 on the series. That shit be fun as hell.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet.
Like these, like everybody, like don't get me wrong, niggas still do play the game like during the day and shit. Like you know, like when Lou and them don't gotta go to work, they'll stay on, like they'll be on. But like them niggas just play. Like if you look in the party, like most of the day, like I'll look in the party, all them niggas playing Madden all day long. I'm like, y'all niggas ain't tired of playing that shit. Like I just can't sit on Madden all day.
He's gonna get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's like Lou nice on this Madden though. I'll say that though. He for sure better than Deuce. But Lou nice. Lou ain't bad. I put him in my comp league, the MCL league, and he be handling his business. He don't be getting blew out and shit. Making the playoffs.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Back at the 9-yard line. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
I can't wait this game. I'm winning 41-9.
Supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur.
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas ain't joining the party by the time this game was over. I was about to get out this one.
Plenty to say about this game.
I've been on the game for a little minute now. I think it's my second Madden game. I'm ready to get the fuck out this shit.
Down to the 4-yard line. 59 touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Where y'all had, where you and your girl had went to?
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very
you was downtown.
Defensive lineman flinching, trying to draw
that hoe good.
That
hoe good. It's some shit better. Nah, see, yeah, you ain't seen shit though. It's some shit fire, way more fire than that. True go hard though. They had the music and shit going in that hoe.
A throw there, but that's going to work out.
Yeah, they had to tone it down some. The owner got mad. Some girls was in that hoe dancing like all on the they was like all up on the chairs and shit. He got mad. Oh, I'm already knowing. Trust me, my girl. Yeah, you done missed that one.
Desperation time. Here's Corral. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice little juke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
You remember Tan that worked out in Chicago?
Involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. After the loss, they'll come up.
Yeah. Okay. You know, but nigga, she wound up having like big time surgery. Nigga, she almost had died.
Keep it on the ground. Randolph calling no gain there to bring
she, you know, like they used to always drink and shit. Her kidneys started failing, so nigga, she had to get a whole new kidney. And like nigga, she lost weight. Like she lost a lot of weight. She got her weight back though. You know what I'm saying? She lost like, a lot of weight at one point. We all went to the fair this year. Me, Lana. I went to the fair, and one of I think Terrence's cousin. I went to that home. Yeah. And you know, like right now, Lana talking to like this other girl. You ain't met her yet. Like so, when you start like when we move and you can start pulling up at the crib, you'll see what I mean. My homegirl won't be over there. For sure. For sure. Like for sure. That's definitely how that go. Like for sure how that go. Like literally that's how that go. Like if they down, yeah. Shit, that's how it go. It's like a tricky situation sometimes. Huh? You said what? Man, look, man, I'm in heaven. I ain't doing no cheating or nothing. Man, look, it ain't like some shit that's just like all the time, but you know, like I know, you know when it's coming. Like she said, you know.